is there so much focus? Why is this the activity in Aba, the Aba Port Harcourt Road, the Aba Owerri Road, the Ariaria Market? Why are these developments? Why is the government getting so much plaudits? What's the difference between what they are doing and what other governments are doing in the southeast?
Okay. Alex Oti, like you said, we are not holding brief for anyone here.
Yeah.
But Alex Oti was a seasoned banker, and has been through the rungs of business and entrepreneurship. And I guess he sat by, this is not the first time he came for governorship. I think he's done it for 12 years now, and he was getting in different parties, PDP, ABGA, then Labour. So, Labour was the SPV, the special purpose vehicle that most people used to enter into governance. And for him, he did not only start moving, but he hit the ground running, like a 100 meters dash. In fact, a lot of people were like, are you sure this man is gonna, keep up with this pace? Because you see Krenberg, you see Julius Berger, you see
Arab contractors,
CCC, RCC, and I can't even mention all of them. But he's very serious, and I understand he got some loans. I see it similar to what Peter Obi did, because they would negotiate and see where the grants and the loans are, then bring it into the states when Peter Obi was the governor, and they would do projects that marvel people. So the last 24 years in Abia State, honestly, I don't want to look as if I'm putting it, but there was nothing, So you see skits now that people are making. Alex Oti, you tell us that juju man that did this thing for you. Where are you getting the money from to do this thing? And if you remember, on Friday at our Sports Club, he said, I have only done 5% of what I intend to do. Abba, you ain't seen nothing yet. And there was a massive applause.
And as you're talking, I picked up something, which is finance. We saw the budgets for the different states in the southeast, with the exception of Governor Wifuru of Ebonyi, Alex Oti of Abia, Opuzodima, Imo, even Governor Peter Mbahe in Enugu. Everybody hit the 500 billion naira mark. But there was something about Alex Oti's budget presentation, a phrase he made. About 70-80% of that money was loans. And he said one thing. He said, don't worry that there are loans. But no single money taken as a loan will be used for recurrent expenditure. Yes. Everything is going into capital expenditure. And I want us to now, segue into strategic planning. When you look at, and I want to now compare Enugu and Abia to one side as against others. Without any disrespect to Governors Uzodinma, Wifuru and Soludo, when you look at the activities of Governor Mba and Governor Oti, it almost looks as if they had a plan and a calendar before they entered.
Yes.
Like they knew exactly where they were going. There are no deliberations about what to do next. Everybody knows what to do next and where they are going next. So what is this thing now that what is it that the other governors are not planning? Why is it that you walk into Aba every 2 weeks? I mean, I literally did twice in a month, and I literally saw the difference. So what is it that about the planning? Is it that Southeastern governors have an issue with strategic planning? Or is it that there's no synergy with other stakeholders?
First of all, I think it's the thing with synergy, coming together, taking a decision. A couple of times we talk about the Southeast reintegration. You understand? And this is the time for it. I think this Governors Forum of the Southeast should come together, have like a retreat, have strategic sessions, bring in people of repute and entrepreneurs. Konjiwala once mentioned that there should be a Southeast entrepreneurship conference or meeting where you bring in people of means to discuss. And in Aba, we saw Michael Okpara's Eastern Nigeria.
Yeah.
You notice that even in the sports club leadership, same like Enugu.
Yeah.
You've had people from Anambra,
Delta,
from Enugu,
Rivers,
from Akwa Ibom, and that have been presidents or chairman of the sports club, which shows that it's a strong institution that they build up, and that is where you come and network. But what also I noticed in Aba is that Governor Oti has involved people that were born there, people that have made impact, people that have started something, that are quite entrepreneur, and he's gone to beg them. Like you saw the chairman Abano,
local government,
John Udabala, who I've known since 1988, as a very young person, and he's made him the chairman. When you say mayor, he's a chairman of Aba North.
Mayor of Aba North.
Yeah, mayor of Aba North. And he has gone to these people to appeal to them. I know you don't have the time, but I see what you're doing with your business. Come and be like a supervisor over this thing. You're not looking for our money. I just want you to watch over this money and make sure that the loans that he said that are going to be involved in the projects, that they are channeled well
into the right places.
And these are men of repute that have done business. I mean, from 88, he was already in business. We saw this car in his place. What was it again?
Bentley Continental.
Yes, and he was 26 then
1992 Bentley Continental,
when he bought that car. That shows you the level of business this man.
So this brings in something, because one of the most neglected tiers of government is the local government. We always seem to stop at presidency and government, and perhaps the quality of leadership at local government. If maybe we should address that even in, because we look at the fact that at different functions, whether it's the Aba Sport Club, whether anywhere else, you've always had presence and input or management done by either the mayor of Aba North, Aba South, or Obingwa. It's always, and they are very, very involved. And
you notice they always mention the three of them.
Always. So it means that there is some strategic policy. Stay with this strategic planning of one, quality of mayors in Aba, and what they are doing at that level of governance, because that is the level. Because I keep telling people that if we were a proper federation, some local government elections will be brass, places like brass. Their local government elections will be hotter than the presidency.
Yes, of course.
Because of what they are sitting on.
Yeah.
And we look at the fact that, and now to relate it to other states, there in Aba North, we look at the influence the mayor is having on the new Ariaria markets. Because that edifice is property, not of Abia State, but of Aba North local government. It's ridiculous how such a mighty product.
Mind-boggling.
And the state has literally said, oh, we're going to support, we're going to assist, public partnership, private partnership, fine, we'll use our name, but it's your own.
It's your own.
Is it not something the other Southeast states need to emulate? Maybe local government chairmen in other states need to go beyond motor park, toggery, and market revenue raising.
And double taxation. Okay, let me come in here. If you notice, a couple of governors don't like dealing with the local government elections. They appoint TC chairman. And I appeal, even when you're going to appoint a TC chairman, appoint somebody of repute, somebody of means, so that your revenue is kind of kept. Because if you bring in hungry people, obviously, they are going to try to accumulate some money to go for elections anytime they call elections, And if you watch the way Alex Oti is handling these people, we went to the new Ariaria. We went on this building that has a panoramic
the elevator.
The elevator.
I mean, you see,
in a local government.
I mean, so let's now bring this back to strategic planning again, because you mentioned the quality of people you bring in. So when the gentleman who is working on the market developer, that's Mr. Henry Okorafor, who will I say, not ironically, but who coincidentally is the man who built the new terminal of the Uyo airport.
Yes, of course.
So when you bring in someone like that, and he tells you your market needs this, you have somebody who understands and says, I agree, we need this. Why does the plaza in the market need an elevator? Because somebody could be selling heavy stuff on the top floor.
Yes.
It should have.
You see, these people, I think what they're trying to do is to turn everywhere into a mall like experience.
Yes. To be fair, he did say that the shopping mall experience, to the point where even the pathways between plazas will be covered. So that even when it's raining, you can go to market.
You're inside the market. Like what you see in Dubai.
Yeah, with Dubai, even in China.
But with policies, with all the new things coming up, I would like to see policies like enacting a law for public buildings, to accommodate the the disabled people, which you see in Dubai. Before you certify any place, it must have.
But I mean, the presence of elevators here has solved that problem.
Yes.
Because they don't have to use staircases.
Yes, of course.
And it's big enough.
Yeah.
It's the over.
But you must have the ramp.
The good thing is, to get to the elevator has the ramp.
Anambra
has that law.
Has put in that law under Obiano, even before the federal government. I think the federal government enacted their own 6 months after. So I think all the state governments in the southeast, let's do something with our difference. Let's not look at the others. And I was going to say, this agitation for this or that, there's something that came and didn't become. The agitation is now driving us into different. You see what happens in the southeast on Mondays, the amount of revenue loss. But I say to people, a place like Catalonia in Spain has been asking for independence. They've not been awarded that or given that, but they went into themselves. Best infrastructure, best architecture, best place to stay. Barcelona is the capital.
They've had the Olympics there. They have one of the world's most recognizable football teams.
What are you talking
about? One of the most recognized Euro basketball teams.
Yes. So let us in the southeast create this thing for ourselves.
So I agree with what you said. In the same Spain, you have the Basque people also asking for independence. And at a point in time, you had ETA bombing trains in Madrid and doing things like that. And I mean, they've since adopted the, Catalonian strategy. Yes. And what you have is they faced holiday and hospitality rather than